outside Jimmy or what?
What side? Turn around.
turn all the way
Just
around.
face that way, you reckon? All right. Episode 3, Backbone Snow. Here with Josh Robertson Hahn. Josh, how you been?
Yeah, not too bad. We're up here. It's kind of raining a little bit, but I mean, it's classic Australian weather. I can't really complain about it. But no, it's just living.
Yep.
Living large.
A couple of slushy laps this morning. Parrish has been providing a lot better than most resorts at the moment. Spend a bit of time here.
Yeah. I mean, Parrish have done really well at the moment this year.
Yeah.
I was surprised when they got that 40-foot jump up. That made me stoked. I love that thing. It is so fun. Thanks to the builders. They're doing a really good job in that flat down rail.
Sick.
Chef's kiss that rail.
Yeah. Been seeing some killer clips, and Dougie and Crackers will be on a couple of weeks, so
that'll be a good episode.
give them a big shout out. And anything you want to give them while they're watching.
Well,
what do you want them to build? Anything good that you're looking for you haven't seen here yet? We had Fridge on our first episode. That tube looked pretty killer. You reckon you got a few things on something like that, or?
It would be sick to add so I don't know if you've seen some videos from like High Cascades. They have like the up tube that is on the side of the knuckles.
Yep.
Something like that would be so dope.
Yeah.
Just be able to do have a cannon rail into a big landing.
Yep.
The possibilities would definitely be endless. But
I've seen a couple of mannies out of that too, like butters and then
exactly anything like that. I think and then like the Fridge, like what Fridge and Mons Roseland did on that like gap to tube rail. That will also be quite cool to do something like that.
Well, there you go, boys. If you're listening, I'm sure you're listening. Saw that clip of you flipping out of the slight bigger one. You reckon you might be able to get a few more, like maybe double out of that? Or
I really want to do a double out of rail. There was this rail in Larks that I didn't end up doing it, but I had like one of my mates, Chema, he doubled out of the rail and he got me like hyped to get that in my mind. So I don't know, that'll be, if Parrish are able to ride something like that, definitely in my mind to do it. Quite fun.
Yeah. I'm sure Charles would want to see something like that in Stomping Grounds, maybe, or somewhere around. Stomping Grounds. Is that something you're going to be heading to this year? You locked in, or?
Not sure. Not sure yet. Kind of got to sort some things out. It depends. It's not really sure what's going on with the Stomping Grounds just yet. Yeah. But I hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so. It'll be cool to get up there.
We've got Charles on next week. He's looking like he's pretty motivated this year to get something nice for the boys, even though it's a low tide season. So
hopefully. I mean, he seems like he can make a lot of things out of nothing. So I've got faith in him, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Sponsors, we've got the Slash, Rhythm, Smith.
Yeah. So Slash, Rhythm, Smith, Levent as well.
Yeah.
They've all been really good to me. Rhythm have been probably like the biggest supporters for a long time. They got me onto Slash, so they've been definitely one of the biggest supporters, and couldn't thank them enough. Adam, huge shout out.
Shout out Clump.
Shout out Adam Clump.
It's been good to me too. So big shout out to him. I reckon he's supported more Australian snowboarding careers, or nurtured them to get to the right place.
Without a doubt. I mean, you even look at like Bow's still on Rhythm.
Yep.
So it's like, it tells you how much Adam does for the whole industry.
I noticed Val was wearing stickers on that hip session too at the nines, like says something right there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's just
something like that too. Nines, big comps. You've been going in a few in the past few years. World Juniors.
So last Northern Hemisphere was my first season on the World Cups.
Yep.
Went pretty well. Got a couple top 30 results in the big airs. Had some struggles in like I did my first slopestyle one at the end of the season in Kovac. Considered probably one of the harder ones to start on, but it was an opportunity. You have to jump on it. Didn't go as planned, but every experience is a learning experience.
That's it.
So I just take it all in stride for on to the next one. Hoping to get a start in NZ with that World Cup. See how we go with that. But just mainly a couple comps like the World Cups, Junior Worlds last year. NZ was also really good, but just kind of keep hacking at it.
Yeah, I shared a shot the other night of you at that stadium in Beijing.
Yep.
Comps like that.
That was
looks
cool.
pretty crazy. How do you mentally prepare for something like that? Was that crowded or was it just like a massive stadium?
It was actually crowded, like kind of crowded for what I thought it was going to be. Like even on the like qualifiers night, which isn't necessarily. I mean, finals night was pretty crowded because obviously you have like homeboy Ming going out there in the Strone, so all of his crowd came in. But even qualifiers, there was a few people, and it was definitely cool. Beijing was like, that facility is really well made. Yeah, like they've done a good job on that. But first time to China for me, and even just that experience was definitely it was cool.
What'd you eat? What was the weirdest thing you ate?
Actually, didn't eat that many weird things because we got the hotel that all the team stayed at was actually pretty good. We got like buffets every day for breakfast and dinner, and
Western style food.
Some Western, some I don't know, just not weird food.
No 100-year-old eggs then.
No. lucky
chicken
for
feet or anything. A bat maybe.
Lucky for us, that was it was pretty good. And then the other stadium, Edmonton. Yeah. Edmonton was honestly probably one of the crazier ones because that was just like they build like the Beijing one is a permanent like structure. Yeah. So it's like that. Edmonton one is all built on scaffolding, and that was a lot of stairs. A lot of stairs.
So there's no lift for that. Like you gotta walk up, dude.
In Edmonton, there was a lift, but it was longer going that way. Yeah. So like I myself, a couple of the others, Val and all that, just were hiking the stairs because it was faster, and I think I recorded around 11,000 steps in an hour of training. It was cool. It was a lot of stairs.
We brought up training there. You don't train with any camp. You were telling me off camera before.
Nah.
You one-man team.
I've been through a lot of the coaches, and I mean, shout out to all of them. They're all done. I wouldn't be here without them. So respect to every single coach I've been through. But at the moment, it's just like, especially for Australian seasons, I don't really have a coach. I did have I had a coach like Ollie. Yep. Ollie was at Edmonton and Beijing and
I saw you with the top of the parts.
Yep. Ollie's really good. He's like the new coach for Test and Bow at the moment. Yeah. And I'm on N-Swiss, so I get some help from him as well. Okay. That was like in Edmonton, Beijing, Courage as well, Copper. Yeah. He was all there, and if I ever needed help, I could go up to him. Yeah. But other than that, when I'm training, just generally training, like the whole Europe and the Europe season, I was just by myself. So, by myself, but riding with friends. So it's like, can you put this up? So I can have a skis, and it's like, I don't know. It's like when you've been coached all your life, you learn to coach yourself. So you can get pretty far, but there's only so far you can get.
All right, we've got new mics. Had a bit of technical difficulties, so we'll start back up there. Yep. Coaching. You don't have a coach at the moment. You're not getting coached out here.
No, not at the moment. But Ollie's helping with planning and all of that. And since I am part of N-Swiss, I do get a bit of access to like the gyms, facilities, airbag facilities. We've done a couple airbags camp with Ollie's, and it's just more or less like he's got to focus on bow and tests, which is totally understandable. That's pretty normal. I mean, the guys that are going to go out and win the medals at the moment. Yeah. I'm working up to that, hopefully.
Yeah, 100%.
But just at the moment, haven't sorted the coach, but we're looking into it, and so.
And we were talking off camera. We did a couple of laps before. You're saying it's close to 50 G's or around 50 grand just to do the tour to qualify, or even just to do the Junior World Series. Is that right?
Yeah. So like it adds up there. Yeah. It adds up there.
So the average salary in Australia is about 40 to 60. I know for a fact a lot of snowboarders in Australia aren't getting paid anywhere near that sort of money. No. Support, mum and dad, you working? Where's it all coming from?
Yeah, so I'm working at the moment just at just in the workshop. I try to make as much money as I can so I can pay for like whatever I can really, but my parents have been a big supporter. Obviously my sponsors getting the gear and then stuff like that. Like boards worth, you know, it can be up to $3,000 of boards I get each year from Slash, which is like obviously helps a lot.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I get a little bit of money from Slash as well, which is also sick. And then Rhythm giving me like everything else I need, and then Smith and all of that, Lebent, it's everything adds up. So like all and any support is always welcome. Let's put it that way. Like even so, like coming into the World Cup series last year, I went around, because up where I live in Sydney, went around to a couple local stores, and I ended up getting like my local Toyota dealership. I got $1,500 from them.
Sweet.
And just went up and just said, hey, just going overseas, competing, and then they were like, yeah, we'll give you some money, you know. So it's there are ways, but you got to hustle.
Well, that is the hustle now. I mean, look at Scotty James. I can't see a snowboarding or snow company paying him at the moment. You know what I mean? Like one of the biggest names in snowboarding, obviously one of the biggest name in Australian snowboarding for a long time. Not getting paid. It's clearly that's a sign there that there's got to be other avenues that you got to chase. Yeah, you got to chase money, right? You got to chase the bigger commercial brands, like not even that aren't in snowboarding. You know, like I mean, obviously, snowboarding branch into something else.
Yeah, exactly. Well too, I mean, you just gotta be smart. Yeah, it's all it is. You got to be smart, and that's something I got to get better at. But you know, gotta. Yeah.
Well, you seem to be one of the riders who lets their riding do the talking more so.
I try to.
Yeah. And you clearly
get in there.
A professional person in front of the camera, you know what I mean? How old are you?
I'm 19. Yeah.
19, see? So, like, we had Juan on last week. He's, you know, I don't think he's very well deeply media trained, but, you know, the maturity that he shows on camera, yourself too. Like, I think a lot of the younger generation now, compared to back in my day, you know, guys back in my day when we were 19, like, we weren't living like this, I can tell you. You know, they were a lot looser times than how you guys are doing it. So, big ups for that, like keeping it professional. I think money probably isn't too far around the corner for you, I think anyway. Maybe you guys out there can comment on that. Let us know why he's not getting paid, maybe. I'll leave it up to them to say that, you know what I mean? Like, what, you got something to say about that though? Like, you obviously want money. Yeah, I mean, money is always nice. Who doesn't like money? It's just like, I don't know, there's only so much you can ask from brands, you know, especially after COVID. Yeah. It is understandable that a lot of brands are struggling as well. It just, you gotta work your way through, you know, you gotta get those big tier sponsors and not the... So is that something you're chasing then? Have you got a manager or someone that's looking out, or you just... No, I don't have a manager. No. My manager is my mum. Shout out, mum. Yeah. She does a lot of that. She does a lot of that, and she probably pushes me to do more of it as well, which I definitely need to do more. Yeah. It's like trying to balance a lot of like work, because I'm also studying at TAFE at the moment, so trying to balance work, snowboarding training, studying, and everything that's involved with snowboarding as well. It definitely gets hard trying to try to find new ways to get money from companies and stuff like that. And I mean, it's you don't really want to go up to a company and be like, hey, can I get some money straight away? You know, you want to build a relationship. Brands respect loyalty, and then loyalty gains you. 100%. I'm learning that right now about doing this show, actually, but I won't touch on that too much at the moment. It's another topic right there. Guys are getting creative with what they do now. Snowboarders, almost, you know, board sports, other avenues. Billy doing music. Billy season. Shout out Max. Yeah, he's got his music thing going. He loves that. He just loves doing it. You know, he's actually respected, because he's out there doing his thing. You know, and he snowboards. He came down earlier this season and he still rips. So. Yeah, shout out Billy season. Yeah, maybe he's going to get paid more doing that. You know what I mean? Like, still snowboard. Yeah, he gets to still snowboard and he gets to make music. Yeah, he's living the life. Like Posse said, you got to get your money up, right? Yeah, that's it. We touched on Europe, Larks. You spent a fair bit of time over there. How'd you end up over there? Is it just chasing comps or? Pretty much. Yeah, just chasing comps. Like, I was in America for the early part of the season, like January until about mid-February. Yeah. And then
yeah, went to Larks, met up with a couple of lads. We you know, stay over in the same house. It's just kind of how you do it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it was in Larks. Did a couple comps.
So Euro lads, or you got Aussie crew over there? Who you hanging out with?
Aussie crew.
Yeah.
Usually, actually, a couple of the ski lads. You know, they're the guys that I kind of known for a long time and have done a lot of trips with. So it's really easy. Like a couple of ski lads, a couple of boarders like Gus Bold and Paige Jones. They're also over there. Josh Vane. Yeah. All in the house, and you know they're they're all super fun to stay with. Yeah. Definitely gets entertaining, but it's and super good to ride with those crew because they all love snowboarding. Yep. So you never have a dull day snowboarding, that's for sure.
Yeah. And that's a pretty mixed crew there, like of what sort of avenues everyone's going. Are you guys all riding together all the time, or are you going on different, you know, like you got...
we got the hill together, we ride around, and I mean, it's like Larks, it's like any park, you know, you just see your mates, and it's like riding parachute. You go got T-bar one lap with them, next lap you don't see them for 3 laps or something, you know? Yeah. So you just kind of, I don't know, it's just, especially if you're not riding with a coach, which, I mean, Gus and I weren't, so it's like, you know.
Hang with anyone and everyone.
Yeah, just kind of cruising by yourselves, just having fun.
Out here, who's your crew, who you ride with on the daily out here?
Well, I mean, me and Gus the other day got some filming laps in, that was pretty fun. But again, kind of the exact same crew, to be honest. Yeah, right. I really like riding with Zephyr Whitelaw Holmes. He's sick. He's like a really good rider, and he pushes me a lot. So I really like riding with him. Gus, again, is also just sick to ride with. And honestly, riding with some of the ski lads, it's like, because they're, I don't know, it's just like...
Different approach,
yeah. They're all kind of the crew I ride with. And I mean, it's just really whoever's, like, you can, if one person's trying that day and the other person isn't, you can kind of fire each other up, you know? Yeah. It's kind of like that.
We got some pretty sick skis here, but we'll probably cut that out. No, I'm from that generation, but we're good with skis now. I've got plenty of skier mates. Shout out someone who rides skis, I don't know. There you go. Someone I know, I'm sure I know someone. 10s, 12s, 16s, 18s, airbags or snow? How you throwing them down first try? You training for that sort of stuff, or?
Yeah, heaps of airbag at the moment. Yeah, heaps of airbag. You kind of have to, or you're gonna fall behind at the moment. I mean, it's kind of like, I know a lot of people, there's still like this whole stigma against it, but it's kind of like at one point you're just gonna have to get into it, you know. So like on the airbag at the moment, I'm trying to train like, you know, 16s and 18s, and I mean switch 14s and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just like you have to kind of get onto the airbag. I know it's kind of like it's definitely a this generation thing for sure. Yeah. But
you're going like, you know, we dudes would watch a Cab 9 and be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Two of those now, you know what I mean? Is standard. Like for someone my age anyway, and like our generation, you know, there's a lot of hate on those sort of spins, triples, that sort of thing. How does it feel when you're doing them to land and, you know, like that sort of moment, obviously excitement, but, you know, when you're seeing people hate on that sort of thing, like...
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a hard thing to talk about, you know. It's like, style is such an important part of snowboarding,
for sure,
and it's definitely something that needs to stay in the sport for sure. And you got your riders like Rene Kungus and stuff like that, doing these style tricks in like these big air comps, and it's getting respected. You know, like it's good. It's the judges are liking it. But then they also judges are, you know, respecting when someone does a perfect 18. So it's definitely it's can be a hard line to walk for the judges, I feel. Definitely feel for them. But I just remember like the level of snowboarding. Like I remember when I was younger watching like Mark McMurray do a backtrip 14 going, wow, like if I do that one day, I'll be really happy. And then I've done it in a comp and I didn't make, like, you know, like I've done it now and it's just like, it's nothing.
Well, I saw that clip I shared the other night. Was it front 14 or
that
back
one
14 or something?
Yeah, that would have been the Beijing clip, and I did both way 14s, and that was, you know.
And what'd you get? 22nd or 20th or something?
22nd, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not good enough. And it's like, I mean, like that's just the level it's at. It's all it is, you know. And like I said, you just got to keep up.
And that's big dog stuff, really. And like, I mean, the focus of athlete type training is obviously important when you're doing that many spins landed on something so brick. Are you training, like you fitness training, or what are you doing for that?
Yeah. So like a big part of working with like Snow Australia and everything is that they're really heavy on the fitness training.
Yeah.
Like you have certain standards that you have to meet, otherwise it's like, you want to meet those standards.
Yeah.
So a lot of fitness training whenever we can, and then physio, dieting. It's all like part of that whole facilities that we get access to and everything like that. So it's a big part of it.
And so is that the route you think you're going to take? You're going to just keep the athlete way and like aim for the Olympics, or just?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I want to go to the Olympics. Like that's the goal. Like I want to go to the Olympics. I want to go to X Games. I want to make all the series like that. That's been a dream of mine for a long time. Maybe later on in my career, depending on how everything goes. But like, I don't know, competing. I like competing.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people don't like competing, but I like the nerves. I like it's not even the nerves. I just like that feeling of being at the top.
You got that dog in you.
Yeah, I just like competing. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the competitive nature. Like my family's pretty competitive as is. My mum used to be a competitor, and both me and my sister, especially my sister being the older one, I've always wanted to be quite competitive against her.
That is,
So it's
I would beat my sister at anything.
Yeah, it was. You always had to be the best one in the house. So it's but it's good.
Yeah.
I like being competitive.
And speaking of family obviously an important part.
Yep.
People hear the name Hahn Beer Company. Is that you?
No. I wish.
Yeah, right.
No, that's my dad's last name. So Robertson's my mum's last name, and it's, I mean, family.
I'm sure
I love
if it
my
was,
family.
you'd have a big ass Hahn sticker on there.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I'd probably be getting paid.
Yeah. Probably be a bit more mellow here then, and wouldn't have that dog in you, I reckon.
I'm still sponsored by my parents, technically.
Yeah. You can get a cart in a Hahn then, there you go.
Yeah.
Any plans for the rest of the season? What do you got in the pipeline? You going to New Zealand?
Yep, gonna go New Zealand in August, go do the ANC. Hopefully get a spot at the World Cup. If not, do the ANC again in September in NZ, and then probably do a bit of spring snowboarding if they still have snow. Yeah. That's kind of the general plan for our season, and then kind of northern season is kind of just a little bit up in the air just at the moment. But I mean, World Cups, Europa Cups, still the general plan.
Yeah, and I saw you in the spring battle this year. How'd you go in that? I didn't actually find any results on it. I just watched a shitload of clips.
I didn't do spring battle this year.
It was the year before, was it?
Year before, yeah. I mean, I did it right. It's actually kind of cool because spring battle offers WSBL points, which is World Snowboard points list. Okay. And those points actually go towards making World Cups and stuff now. So spring battle was involved in that, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. It's only the only one I did was, because when I did it, it was like the best big air and best 540 and best rail. And it was only for big air because that's the only one that FIS can actually do. Yeah. And I don't know, I can't remember what I got. I think I got 8th in that. Yeah. I'm just a front 14.
Sick.
So, but I mean, it's one of those ones.
Better than Beijing then.
Yeah, better than Beijing then. But no, it's pretty fun comp. Honestly, it's Absolute's a pretty sick place to go to. That's for sure. So. Yeah.
And you holding any clips at the moment? Or is everything just straight to IG at the moment?
Pretty much everything straight to IG, and like if I like it. Yeah. Something I got to get better at is holding clips so I can actually post on the off season. Yeah. But I mean. I don't know. I just like.
Isn't it? Straight to IG.
Yeah,
most of it
pretty
just
much.
Or reels or.
Yeah, I don't know. I like sharing. Yeah. I like snowboard clips. I mean, I've gotten better at it, like posting stuff that is actually good quality. Yeah. Definitely been something I've had to work on. I've had some questionable edits. Before, like a couple of years ago.
Early days.
Yeah. So. And the boys criticise me when they're bad, and so the boys keep me on my toes.
Oh, that's good. That's the way it should be. I think there's a lot of edits that come out now with some sloppy. I'm not going to hate on anyone or any tricks or anything, but I think there's a lot of sloppy snowboarding that gets put on the internet these days. Well, I've seen a lot of your clips. pretty clean. There's not much that's
Try to be, but
yeah.
there's even like I mean, I don't mind people pointing out the sloppiness. It just makes me a better snowboarder.
Yeah, you know, it's part of being real too, and like no one's perfect every time. I mean, even back in the day, you saw dudes that were like spot on with style, but then in the vid parts, you see them in real life, and then you know they're doing sloppy stuff. Like it's just part of.
Yeah, it is. Everyone has their days.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Well, we're about to get locked in here. Might wrap things up. Anything else you want to talk about before we finish up?
No, I think I'm pretty good. I mean, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Sweet. Is he going to lock us in? No. Sound all good. Hey. Ah, here we go. We've got the intruder. Wow. Live on camera too. Wow.
Half-time entertainment.
You are you? Yeah, nice. Pete Hastings from Perisher, people. There you go. What's he doing? Probably picking up beer. Of course he is. Well, do we wrap it up there then, or what? How long's that, Jimmy? 25?
What else?
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
I didn't ask about Giggy and that.
For anything?
Yeah, come on over. Yeah, come on over. Now, come and get a photo, actually. This is from my YouTube channel.
Is it a cooking show?
Yeah.
We're cooking out here.
That's what it used to. That's what I used to be doing. Yeah, get a photo of this. Because that's it. We just ended the vid on that. So take it on that, can you? The bloke.
You do? What's your YouTube channel?
I'm famous. I'm really famous. I'm
I
massive.
knew you were.
Yeah.
Big in.
Yeah, sit down. Sit down.
Speaks.
Get a photo.
I'll break the board.
That's all right.
Hey, what's up? What's this? Did we win?
Yeah, we did.
I won.
There you go.
Champion of the world. There you go.
Sweet.
Oh, Volcom.
Yep, there we go. Making content. What about that? There we go. So good. All right, we'll wrap it up there. Josh, good chatting with you.
Yep, you too.
See you out on the hill, no doubt.
Yep, for sure. We hopefully get some clips.
Yep, I'll see you ripping on that slash out there.
Yep, beautiful thing that is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Backbone, episode 3. Josh Robertson Hahn. Peace.